New styles correctly priced. A lot of old things hung around. Let's see. Sign over here. Ghost Hunters. Sam and Lonnie's Secret House Investigation Log 3. Hidden compartments found. 3 hidden rooms around the house. Library upstairs hall foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered. 0. Secret areas hidden around the house. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Stories about family who was together but grew apart. Right now we're in the process of finding secret passages. Now we found a single secret passage that leads between the closet of my parents' room apparently to the library, which I have not been into yet. But apparently there's other hidden rooms as well around the house. Hidden compartments found. 3. So compartments that are hidden. Evidence of the supernatural is discovered. 0. But we have found secret things. Hidden compartments marked on map. Press 2 or M to reveal. There's all the journals. Here's the maps. We have found places, potential hidden components, locked doors. We need to first get to the library though, because that's a new area. Here's a map. That's what I just examined. And there's also a photo attached showing one of them. Still a lot of things that apparently my uncle, who I'm assuming owned the house before us, kept. Having a flashlight would be pretty handy. Oh, there we go. We have found our way to the library, which is in the component of the house that was previously locked. Here is True Stories. I was a teenage drag queen from Fresh. Readers tell us about their worst moments. Well, it is true. You don't want to be a drag queen. Let's see. 1902-10. Does anybody still care? Care about what? The male gaze. How to subvert it. Share a hoist, not gathering moss. I guess someone was really into stuff like that. Not too much to see. It's kind of... I mean, I shouldn't be surprised if they have a library. I mean, look at all the fucking books they have in this house, but it's still just kind of surprising that they have a full-fledged library, even though it's a mansion and all that. Actually, no, wait. No, I know this library. Right, I was here earlier. This is where we were having those issues earlier in that book I kept on tossing, which is probably still here. This fucking book. That fucking book. Anyways, let's start looking for these places that I'm looking for. I guess I need to find... Currently it says there's a hidden thing inside the library. Apparently there's a hidden panel right around here. Here we go, and there's something on the other side. The Misfits, Saturday, October 29th, plus special guest, Maidenhead, Stage 1. Alright, I guess the Misfits decided to leave random advertisements in our tile sets.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
So, if there's any doubts about her liking her, yeah. And no, it's not hentai. Come on, just because two people have interest in each other, it's not Yuri, it's not hentai. What are you... So I think some people's minds are too corrupted by the medias. Why the fuck does someone who likes each other have to be hentai or Yuri or whatever the fuck you guys are talking about? Can't it just be love? Anyways, I put that over there. Have a beer bottle moment there. Let's see this. That was there. We found it. Apparently there's a secret thing at the end of this hallway too. I wonder if you could have found this stuff earlier if you knew it was there. I guess I can check after I beat the game. Maybe or maybe not. Can't quite say. 501. In right 3 times, stop at full turn passage first, stop second number, stop third number, entry of Sam, private. Alright, we have half of Sam's locker combo. Need the other half, though. Here's a story. Heaven, at the edge of the world, private, do not read. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Samantha Greenberg, 9th grade, on 92 of December 1st. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the flat forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness just opposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry!" Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze to the greenway. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked up, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, the hands, and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still, the first mate, she spoke in a soft clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared at the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life. You can't have her." Alright, so obviously my sister's discovering things about herself, expressing it in certain forms. It's subtle as a rock at this point. That's not fan fiction. It's not fan fiction if you write a story that doesn't have... Anyways. It's fan fiction if it's work that's a fan where I'm just gonna shut up now. Is it a fan fiction selfie? I'm not sure if it's based off of something up before. Across from Sam's room. Got it. If it's based off of something, then it's fan fiction. But if it's a story, then it's just a story. It's just like, so many people use terms and they use it incorrectly, and it's like, I'm gonna look for this. I'm going to find this secret. It's supposed to be over here, right? Let me check again. What does my map say? So apparently it should be closer to my sister. Wait. Yeah, it's next to the bathroom. It's actually through here. Here we go. Let's roll that over there. Okay, to open, turn, okay. We got both together. Pick a Ouija board. Yes, no, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, we all know. Goodbye. Nothing on the other side. There's something under this. Hello? Hello? Who are you? Oscar? What do you want? To come back. So that's the thing that they're doing at the Ouija board, to talk to my apparently dead uncle who probably died in this house, which is how we inherited it. Because apparently there was an inheritance note that I read earlier, which is probably how we do it. Also, Staggy's still enjoying the X-Files. This show's a lot more colorful than I remember. Anyways, we have the combination now, so let's see what's going on there. 051. Property of Sam, private. To open, turn first number. Okay, first number. Turn first number, right 3 times, stop, turn left. Number to stop, full turn passing first. Stop right, up second number, pull shackles. Is that for this? Yeah, here we go. It should be for this. So 051. Here we go. Lanny 94. So there's the love of my young sister's life. See you later, Lanny. I moved something.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different.
Different, you say? There we go.
She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
The resolution that we've all taken. Basement key. Grab cigarette pack. Morley's filter cigarettes. Remarkably smooth. Morley's filter cigarettes. Yep. Throw that over there. Gosh, Sam. Gentlemen, special Shiny Door 3. Exclusive interview with Morgul, David Greff, and finally Gillian Anderson. The great UFO cover-up. So, yeah, just pick up. Okay. I think we know where this is all going. If you're not, then you're really... Anyways, though. Dense as rock. Yeah, your favorite book. Cool. Now then, other stuff. Emma, other books, Clover Ties, Thompson. So, seems like a series of things that she had interest in. So, yeah. Now, basement key. That's cool and all, but I didn't realize her house had a basement. Let me look at that map of mine. Obviously, the basement's somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. It said right there. So that's where it is, past the music room I was at earlier. So, we're going to the basement. Basement, going to the basement. So many locked doors. So many secrets. But that's okay. I like secret hunting. I also like how the house has just stayed the house since I've gotten here. Deep in the crevices of one's mind, we find ourselves the next area to go down into. Let's go. Basement time. I need a light source. Holy hell. Is there a light switch somewhere in here? Options, graphics, just brightness. Okay, that makes it easier a bit. I did like the sort of dark look everything had. But I think I might need to do it like this to go through. Deep into the basement. Slim lights. Huh. It's kind of a nice basement for a basement, as far as basements go and all that. Let's look around. A drawing. S plus L, Sam plus Lonnie. My sister left his stuff all over. You'd think my parents would have done.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
This is me talking about potato chips. No, but yeah, it's sweet. I think it's cute too. Over here. Let's see. Dear Samantha, I would like to, let's see, chronologically, thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday and with your lovely family. I enjoyed the thoughtful flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Yes, cordially yours, your close friend and confident Lonnie D. Fancy man, quite. Let's see. Dear Miss De Soto, allow me to take the opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host for the festivals of your father's estate. Following the after-mentioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciate the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman, with sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it again sometime. Next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenspa. So one from Lonnie, one from Samantha. Got it. And soda. If you like Fitz Right, you get Fitz Right ginger ale. Not too much to see or say else here. Moving this way. Furnace, is there anything back here? Figurine binder, nothing there. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Another one. 2 stories. So this is my version of the paper that we did earlier. Apparently I did okay. So here we go. Period 4 health class. I had period 4. That was my sister's earlier. This is mine. Caitlin Greenberg. The menstrual cycle. An ovum starts to develop. When the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. The ovary releases the ovum. It breaks through the fallopian tube. If the egg does not meet a sperm, it dissolves. About 2 weeks later, the lining of the uterus, not needed for pregnancy, comes out through the vagina. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Plus there, I'm apparently more proper about it, so yeah, I pull a stream for the lights, because I really missed that before. And look at this plaque. K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for important, N is for nice. Apparently someone wanted to write something for me. This is one of my boxes that were open. I guess someone wrote me that. I would not doubt if it was my sister. Here is a medal for first place in a science thing. Apparently I was good at sports and good at classes. So there I go. Let's go into the furnace room. Burn, furnace, burn. Look at those flames. I'm a guy, how would I know about what information? Fortunately, as I said. Here's another note. Reed College, Office of Admissions for Financial Aid. January 21st, 1995. Samantha Greenberg, Iowa. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the Creative Writing track of Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission, and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. From Julie Morris, Director of Admissions.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Oh, yay. I guess it kind of makes sense because, you know, the army and stuff, but yay. Lamp on. Books, books, a lot of books. And someone with a face cut out. Richard. Is that someone typing? Richard Greenbear, PhD. Professor. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Richard. Isn't that the name of the guy? So there was the guy, Richard, who became part of the program, who... So, thoughts here, thoughts out. Since the face is torn out, and because Richard Greenbear, since they have my last name, I'm guessing something happened to who was my dad and the wife. And here we have that apparently, I guess she probably got remarried or something. Because she was probably the painter, and she probably painted this as well. But this one says that he was a professor of English, University of Oregon. Wait, this isn't the same Richard, though. This was drawn in 1956. Maybe he did that before. I don't know. I need to put things. It's just the name Richard popped up again. I'm not sure if I put things here. Richard was someone who was mentioned a lot earlier as someone that my mom was having an affair with, who was a park ranger. Maybe it's not the same Richard, though. But yeah. Over there. Several 3-ring binders. Folder. I think mom's citizenship stuff. So here we go. July 1972. Move through here. Not going to read all that. Over here we have Dad's book, The Accidental Savior. A letter from Granddad was attached to the back. Intriguing. Dear Tenors, thank you for... Oh, I need to read this in better lighting. Alright, lighting. Light me up. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son as the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal is shown was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible atmosphere. What does that say? Demisters, science fictional, machinima. The great authors speak for their lives in clear and honest tone. The lens crystal and refract their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap on copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifices. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement. So my dad's name was Richard as well. Richard Greenberg. So that was my dad. Apparently he also was named Richard. And apparently he wasn't very happy about the son's first novel. Several different areas to go into. Guess I'm gonna try this one first. Darker room. I should look around here first. Grab a postcard. Oh! I know where this is. I know where this is because we go here a lot. This is the second biggest waterfall in America. It is about a 20-30 minute drive away from my house. What I was going to say with all this, this is... What's his name? I need to remember. It is really big. You can't see the full waterfall here. It goes very high. This is a bridge that goes over one of the lower arcing plates. It's actually a very nice hiking trail. There's also a very nice restaurant that we've been on a few occasions right below it, which would be on the lower right side of this. Talk a little bit more about this. This area is a central place for several waterfalls. I think there's supposed to be a big lake on the mountain above it, which spurts into several different waterfalls to a very beautiful lake on the side. I wish that I could turn this around and show you guys around it, but it's a very beautiful location. It's also a very big tourist spot. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. Yeah, Multnomah Falls. There we go. I live next to it. I forgot its fucking name. I'm not much of a name person. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March, which by the way is true. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this for you in the gift shop. Oh shit. Love you, Sam. Now then.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Yeah. Things about Monoma Falls and sticking with groups. Of course, that can be a transcendent of what they're talking about, but that's another discussion entirely. Newspaper clippings. Mason Pharmacies changes hands. The shoppers in Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Mason Pharmacy would change ownership to the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors rolled that the son's sale pharmacy was transcendent for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as low as $1, Mr. Samuel Olson, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's Pharmacy, told the Register the specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason had taken sick and was unavailable for comment. Mason's Pharmacy still located on Main Street, but under new management. Photo by them, and kind of a random article. Is it related somehow? Probably, but I'm not quite sure why. There's also an entrance behind that bookshelf. Let me first check over here. I guess for a big house, we do have a big basement. Sinks don't seem to be working down here, though. Soda cans. Put in the sink, not the trash. Another cassette player, which implies there's a cassette probably nearby. Yolando di Soto. Hector Mary Stajo. Vale Humbler. Val de America Del Saco. I can't read Spanish. Mrs. Samantha Greenberg. Arbor Hill. Born Oregon, 1971. USA. Roar. Far. Alright, today's Spanish lesson. X-Fly, Mosca, Huck's husband. Okay. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it for you. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think probably the nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Algra and the first mate lost on, I guess that was fanfiction or something. Island where even the plants are out to get them, and then I think of them together and out there in the wide wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie hope in bed, and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we get together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried again. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. Maybe we'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, you can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark now, in the dark room. Leon. So I guess she was on a trip to Mexico and was coming in back home for a bit. So yeah. Was there a cassette tape or something in somewhere? X-ray specs. Little bed thing with a pillow. Alright. Girl Scouts. The band, formerly known as Club Scouts, select list. So I guess Girl Scouts was the band. Role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instructions, first mate, self Girl Scouts denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Yeah, the process of seeing. Here's bells. It's like a puzzle. Alright, pull the string. Basement's pretty big too. Arbor Hill. Library, study, first floor, music room, living room, closet, porch, washroom, closet. Over here I haven't been able to go to yet because it's locked. Dining room, greenhouse, laundry, kitchen, pantry, washroom. Probably something at the end of the hallway too that goes someplace. Oh, this is going to lead to the other hallway, probably. To the dark I go. Oh, it doesn't work. It sure is dark around here. It's a toy. What is this a toy of? Oh, it's a little horse on wheels. Vroom vroom, said the horse. It didn't want to deal with anybody's shit about people riding horses. It just wanted to go on the high road. High road. There's also a combination here. Need to find a combination now. Anything else here? I see that there's rubble. I see the light doesn't work. Guess I'm going back. I'll come back for you, bells. You're too conspicuous. Not you. You guys there. There's also a bell missing for the library. Wait. So that's the guest room. That's Mr. Mason's room. Front door. The library. The kitchen. Has to have a purpose of some sort. Anyways, let's see. Guess we're gonna go down this passageway now, continuing our basement exploration. Very dark. Is there anything? Here we go, a staircase. Where is this gonna lead? So many possibilities. Probably to the hallway, which I haven't been able to access so far. Or, where is this? There's that Bratmobile thing again. I'm guessing they were a band of some sort. And notes. Oh, there's like multiple scraps. Examine scrap. That's a lie to mom and dad's situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. That's from the note we read earlier. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of prescriptual costumes. Skeletons and devils. Cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Another JF Kennedy relation, except the wife of John Kennedy. And another cassette tape player. Marker. Letter. Goodfellow Senior High School, Samantha Greenberg. Dear Miss Greenberg, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed intuition and well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in realization for another student doing the same as to yours is immaterial. As your complaint that no other student has been punished for the part in the incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there have been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention to yourself. It will only attention to yourself, which I believe is what you claim began the whole incident in the first place. If I can take a guess, I'm going to guess it's something about her and her lovers, so yeah.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Well. Got that. Let's see. This one's for you, gross man. Let me have some drawings here there. Captain A and Rev 1 Unit Girl. Lad enough. We have a drawing there. Trails. Girls to the front. Alright. Heard enough. Kicking against the patriarchy. Alright. There's a light here, I think. So, light. More pizza. And Sonic Youth. The Amps, Bikini Kill, Sun, Roseland. And my beautiful, beautiful potato chips. Together forever now with pizza. What's down here? A door? Oh, it's another secret passage. Probably to a place I haven't been to yet. Well, I'll take a look at that in a second. First, I'm going to see if there's anything over here. Ooh, there's multiple places to go now. Is this another secret passage? Guess I'm about to find out. It looks like a secret passage, but also... Here we go. But it's not opening. Pull handle. Oh, here we go. I know this room, yeah. This was right there in the room, the guest room. I was wondering why that was closed, but I guess it's because it's a secret room to the basement. This is on the second floor, so that's kind of a stretch, I guess. Back down we go. Well, no, it also lets me know where I am so I can actually see stuff, but we're gonna go this way.